Download this code and get free GPT-4o from codegive.com, link in the description below. Controlling Raspberry Pi GPIO pins over the internet using Flask and Python is a common and useful application in IoT projects. In this tutorial, we will walk through the steps to set up a Flask web server on your Raspberry Pi to control its GPIO pins remotely. Step 1. Install Flask on Raspberry Pi. First, make sure your Raspberry Pi is up to date by running the following commands. Next, install Flask by running. Step 2. Create a Python script to control GPIO pins. Create a Python script, example gpio_control.py, on your Raspberry Pi that contains the code to control the GPIO pins. Here is an example code snippet to toggle an LED connected to GPIO pin 17. Step 3. Create a Flask web server. Create a new Python script, example app.py, for your Flask web server. This script will provide endpoints to control the GPIO pins remotely. Here is an example code snippet. Step 4. Run the Flask server. Run the Flask server by executing the following command in the terminal. Step 5. Access the web server from a browser. You can now access your Raspberry Pi's GPIO control interface by entering its IP address followed by port 5000 in a web browser. For example, http://raspberrypi_ip_address 5000. You can click on the toggle button to control the LED connected to GPIO pin 17 remotely. Remember to secure your web server by adding authentication and authorization mechanisms if you plan to expose it to the internet. That's it. You have successfully set up a Flask web server on your Raspberry Pi to control its GPIO pins over the internet. Feel free to expand this project by adding more GPIO control functionalities or integrating other sensors and actuators.